4 groups of 4, so you have to finish in the top 2. Okay, in particular, when we look at the standings for this particular group, Group D, Croatia and Slovenia have already won their first match, which means they win one more and they're in, they're good to go, okay? Now, Germany, on the other hand, has lost their first one. If they lose this and go 0-2, then that means they are not going to be advancing to that group stage, which would certainly be a shocker to see how this goes. So again, 3 games, doubles games, best 2 out of 3 gets the overall match win. You got to be top 2 in the group in order to advance to the final bracket play.
And this is the way, when we talked about it in the kickoff podcast last week, this is the way we kind of saw it playing out. We knew Slovenia is a very strong team, and that's who just beat Germany. We know the Croatians are very strong, stacked, and we know the Germans are stacked. So they're 3 kind of evenly matched teams. So we're going to see here with this game getting underway.
Yes, these are the first bags of the game. So this will start our head-to-head matchup. We have Germany. And there you see Guni Reitz going up against Loris Maretic. And then he is going to be going up against Henry Krantz and Guni Reitz, so from Germany. So Germany versus Croatia here.
This is Henry's, Hendrik, he goes by Henry, his first chance to represent his country, and he was super thrilled with that opportunity. He's one of the northern German players, and he was very excited for his opportunity. He throws some great bags. Him and Maria are a very good matchup down there. And then on the other end, Loris is like the silent assassin of this Croatian team. He's not as well known as some of the others, but he throws some great bags. And then Maria, of course, we saw her last night taking second in the women's singles. So you know she's a force to be reckoned with. So some heavy hitters here. And Guni, of course, is sitting number 2 in our ACL point standing. He's long standing. Won last year, won doubles with Thomas Schwartz. So he's one of the main cast of characters here. So we expect great things out of this match. And these guys, Henry, good push by him to take 2 there. So Guni and Henry getting a little bit of points there. Loris picking them up. And Germany said a do-or-die situation, so they've got to have it. I stand corrected, it's a 2-0 score right now.
Yeah, 2-0. That's when I'm going to get the actual scoreboard for the entire match pulled up here. That's what I'm doing in real time. Because that one would be... It's good to have to know exactly what we're...
Yep, ooh, Guni uncharacteristically off the back. Loris puts a good little shag block. Guni takes it with. Good bag by Loris. Guni trying to mitigate it. He does. 1 point for the Croatians there. These guys are going to be, you'll see with Guni, he throws a nice little high cut bag and up the middle, and he's not afraid to throw an airmail. Him and Loris are going to match each other out well. I think it's going to come down to the other end with Henry and Maria. I think that's going to be where your points are going to come from, one way or the other. All of them matching up right now, matching bags in. Maria leaves one off the back. Henry takes advantage. Maria trying to mitigate damage. She does. Henry trying to get his 2 points. Oh, he just bullies her off the back, so he'll take a point there. Germans are on the board now.
Germany getting on the board.
1-3. Croatia leading 3-1 right now. Henry, that's a good bag by him, though. Guni with that lead bag, throwing those Vipers. Loris puts a little backer up on him. Guni out to the left. Loris backs it up. He's going to make Guni start shooting some airmails here. Oh, Guni, nice little drip bag there. Loris takes them all, or takes 3 of his. The 2 out to the left are kind of out of play. Guni trying that cut shot. Great cut shot. He moved Loris's back in front of the hole. Loris can gather. He does not. So 2 more points for Germany. All of a sudden, 3-3 going in here. So early lead erased quickly by the Germans. Guni with some good bags there.
All right, there we go. So now on your screen, you should see both the you should see all 3 scores from all 3 games in this head-to-head matchup. So that's going to be important as we start tracking everything that we got going on today.
Absolutely. Good bag there by Henry. Henry's he's throwing really good right now. Maria leaving it short. Henry goes again, gives her a little bump.
Yeah, now Maria steps out a little bit.
Replacement bag, still a couple points for the Germans there.
Yeah, they need this one. So okay, so again, on their you see on your screen now as we look here, we talked about this 3-game series. There on the left side column, you have the 3 games. On the left side, you have all the Germans, and then on the right side, you have all the Croatians here. So in this instance, you are looking to win 2 out of 3 of these to get the overall match win. So that this is critical right now. So the Croatians are in a decent spot. Obviously, a win here would clinch making it into the bracket play, which would be a huge win. But the Germans, like we said, right up against a wall right now. They have to go and get a win here if they want to stay in it.
Good airmail, drag by Loris. Little bang bang there.
Looks like Silke Bits and Richard Blanc up 14-5. That looks like a game that the Germans feel comfortable with right now, but down in game 2 in the middle there. So really this, I mean, it may come down, KT, to this game right in front of us.
Two very evenly matched teams, so both these guys and gals are going to punch. So, yeah, I don't think you're going to win all 3 games. I think it's going to be a split, so it's going to matter who takes it. Good bag by Henry there. Maria puts hers a little bit closer to the hole. Henry puts it in for her. Oh, leaves that off the back. Chance for Henry to get 3 points. He takes 1.
We got people from the States tuning in. If you guys are tuning in, it is past your bedtime. What is that, 4 a.m. for some of you? What time is there? It is just after 10. It's 10:20 right now, a.m. here. We are in Trier, Germany. Canadian Cornhole Federation tuning in. I was surprised. I'm expecting to see some tuning in from the West Coast, because the West Coast of the United States is 1 a.m., 1:20 a.m. It'd still be past my bedtime, but certainly some of you staying up late. We appreciate you all tuning in. We'll be live when you guys wake up. Yeah, you guys 4:25 a.m. Go to bed. Actually, don't go to bed, but at least leave this on, and we can hopefully we can provide you some soothing tones.
There. Loris 4-bagger boom sauce for Loris. Getting 2 points. This match has been nip and tuck, back and forth.
Yeah, and as we look around, let's look around really quick at the other groups. So again, we're just 1 match through here on group stage. So 1 match through, Team USA and Team Belgium both get a win in Group A. United Kingdom and rest of world both suffering a loss. In Group B, France and Slovakia both get a win. Serbia and Italy suffer a loss in Group B. Group C, Canada and Sweden each get a win, with Lithuania and the Netherlands suffering a loss.
Maria with three in there. I didn't see the one off the back.
And then Croatia and Slovenia getting a win here in Group D, with Germany and Switzerland suffering losses. So it was a big win for Slovenia over Germany. That was the big one that put them in this position.
Yeah.
But
Slovenia was my dark horse team to challenge the USA for championship. They're stacked 1 through 6, and those guys have been putting in work all year.
Belac and Miretic right now up 11-6. Ooh, and a bag off the back by Gooney is going to leave the door open. And it's just going to be a single point, though. Nice recovery there from Reitz. Well, could have been a lot worse.
With this Croatian team, we have a family affair with the Belac sisters representing their country, both Katarina and Maria. Katarina's playing in one of the other matches right now.
Yeah, and Katarina is up right now alongside, looks like Dean Mogorovic.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll get some of these names a little bit close, I guess. But yeah, Mogorovic and Belac right now up 9-6 over Dennis Cutter and Rico Krull. But Silke Bits and Richard Blanc is still up 16-5, so they seem to be in control there.
Good bag. Good bag. 1 point there for the Germans. trying to crawl back into it one bag at a time.
We got good morning from Scotland. Good morning from Finland.
Love to see all the European nations joining us. Gooney uncharacteristically up left there. He steps out. He's going to try his cut shot.
Oh, he creates goalposts, and yes, Maretic able to go right up through and in. This could be a big 4-spot and count it with the boom sauce.
He's been throwing fire this game. That's his second 4-bagger. So
good call out there. Let's see if we got some.
He's making Gooney work. Gooney is usually, we kind of have the Terminator analogy for him over here because he's very businesslike on the board and usually very, very stoic and solid, but he's had a couple bad rounds there.
Maretic is throwing a 9.83 PPR right now. That is a really solid PPR statistically.
Oh, Henry, good. 2 bags off there. This is a chance for Maria to get some points. She leaves one short. She told me after last night, Trey, that she was very disappointed with those short bags she kept leaving. So,
one thing I find interesting is I don't know if they're communicating. You know, I was listening. I mean, I don't understand. I don't speak Croatian, right? But
she's asking what's going on with
right.
The
That's
games.
what I'm saying. She was interested in what was going on in the other games as she's a big collect there. You know, the one thing I've always worried about that. Do you want to have the mentality? Do you want to know what's going on?
Yeah, that's some do, some don't. Me personally, I'd rather be locked in on mine and hope that my partners take care of business. But
is that an 8-spot? Is that game? No. It's a 5. That's it.
Oh wow!
Wow, 5-spot is going to be the game.
Boy, that swung really quick.
And Maria Belac and Loris Maretic go win this one 21-7. And that is going to mean, at least for now, they are just 1 win away from guaranteeing a spot in the bracket play and getting out of the group stage. And right now, Belac could not have run faster over to see her sister play because her sister right now, that game is 15-6.
Yeah, you can't see that from home, but if you look off to the end where you see Gooney and Henry walking off back there, the whole Croatian team's gathered around. You can hear them yelling.
Right next to us. Okay, well, what we're going to do is we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have more information on some other teams and how they're doing in this group stage. And then we'll be ready to go into actually our 3rd and final game of the group. Time will tell. We'll be right back. More live coverage. Day 2, 2024, ACL Europe Open.
Welcome to the ACL Europe Series, where professional cornhole players from all over Europe compete to become the best cornhole player of Europe. ACL Europe is the European branch of the American Cornhole League.
His bag up, the night is up, and he gets the ball.
Next season, The ACL Europe Series will cover more than 25 events in 14 different European countries and thousands of players competing to become an official ACL pro.
Round is away and he gets it.
Cornhole is the most inclusive sport in the world. Gender, age, size. In our sport, literally, anyone can play and anyone can win. Interested in becoming a sponsor of ACL Europe? Contact us now.
All right, welcome back, Cornhole fans here. We got some updated information as we follow some of these brackets. Trey Ryder alongside KT Thomas. We're just going to kind of dive in and talk about some of these different groups that we got going on right here. So again, we have 4 groups, each with 4 different countries. You need to finish in the top 2 in your group in order to make the bracket stage. So we'll start with Group A. So Group A has USA, Belgium, the UK, and then rest of world, which is a combination of a couple different countries. I believe India is in there.
There's Iranian.
Iran, okay.
And then Luxembourgian.
Luxembourg, okay, got it. So USA 2-0, not a lot of big shock there. Belgium is 1-1 with UK and rest of world. Now for the final games in that one, actually that one still looks to have something getting ready to start, but it does look like USA versus UK will be the last one there, and the rest of the world in Belgium will kind of be the last groupings in that one. So for Team USA, they're already in playing against a UK team. So if we look at those standings really quick, USA versus UK, yeah, if UK wants a shot to get in, they gotta find a way to. Oh, wait, hold on. They haven't finished that game yet. So let me see what the score of that one is, because they're actually not 0-2, they're 0-1. So UK and rest of world are both 0-1. They're playing right now. So if I look at this bracket, it looks like, oh, they've split. So right now, rest of world has 1 win and UK has 1 win. So right now, it's coming down to a game 2. So I can't speak too much to that group until that game is done.
No big surprises there, Trey. The Belgian team, they all play together. They're a very, very seasoned team. So you kind of expected to see them come out like that. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so then in Group B, our 4 teams are France, Slovakia, Serbia, and Italy. So France and Slovakia both 1-0 in match play, and then Serbia and Italy are 0-1. So if we take a look at what some of these scores are for the games that are happening right now, France just took down Slovakia, it looks like. Yes, because that one's not officially been submitted, but France will beat Slovakia. They're up 2-0 in the head-to-head match. So France will advance to be undefeated. And then right now, Italy and Serbia still battling it out. So it looks like Italy has won 1 of the 3 games, but the other 2 are still rolling. Yeah, so if we look at this again, France will be 2-0. They are 2-0. Slovakia 1-1.
You knew that France was going to come out. They're a powerhouse team. They've had experience here on the international scene. Yeah. Very strong team from last year. They were the runners-up last year.
Yes.
So you expect to see them come out in the Slovakia and Slovakia and Serbia.
Yeah.
Those 2 teams are nip and tuck. So we'll see one of them come out.
Group C has finished all of their games for their second match each. So Team Canada is leading the pack there. They're 2-0 right now, five wins in games, 1 loss in games. So they're really cruising right now. Sweden and the Netherlands are both 1-1, with Lithuania eliminated at 0-2. So let me check that bracket, because we might go ahead and pull that. It is going to be Canada versus Lithuania and Netherlands versus Sweden. Let me see if I looked at that correctly. You know what? We should probably have the Netherlands versus Sweden because here on court 1, because that one is, oh, they've already assigned a game. Dang it. I was going to go ask.
Croatia versus Slovenia coming up here on court 1.
Now let me check and see if this actually means anything and has any significance, because if it doesn't, then I might see if we can get that swapped.
Yep.
Slovenia versus Croatia. Okay, this is, well, it is a battle of both 2-0. So it looks like Slovenia and Croatia are both undefeated, so we are looking for the 1 seed. So I'm okay with that. So that works.
Oh, you're good.
So then, yes, Slovenia and Croatia here in game 2, or in bracket D, both undefeated. So the winner of this is going to get the 1 seed coming out of the group stage. The loser will still advance out of the group stage into bracket play. So Slovenia and Croatia, Germany and Switzerland both eliminated. So yeah, this looks like this is going to be it looks like Group B is the one that's furthest behind right now. They haven't finished their last games here, and let me see if this one is finished as well.
You knew with Group D here when the draw happened that 2 teams that you expected to see fighting for the championship were going to be left out. So it is what it is. It's you know, the German team, I know they're heartbroken. I spoke to a couple of them after the match, and they were very disappointed. But they'll come back next year with a little fire in them, trying to get their get back.
Yep. All right, we're going to run a quick video. We'll be right back in about 30, 45 seconds, and we'll roll into this match between Croatia and Slovenia.
Welcome to the ACL Europe Series, where professional cornhole players from all over Europe compete to become the best cornhole player of Europe. ACL Europe is the European branch of the American Cornhole League.
Bag of the night is up.
Next season, the ACL Europe Series will cover more than 25 events in 14 different European countries and thousands of players competing to become an official ACL pro.
Round is away, and he gets it.
Cornhole is the most inclusive sport in the world. Gender, age, size. In our sport, literally, anyone can play and anyone can win. Interested in becoming a sponsor of ACL Europe? Contact us now.
All right, welcome back, Cornhole fans. We're rolling in here into our coverage of the WCO World Cup. We just went through a number of the different group stages here, and now we have the last match of the group stage. We're going to have Croatia versus Slovenia here. This is going to be a battle of 2 countries that are both 2-0. So 2-0 for both countries, and looking to take the top seed out of the bracket. When we talk about it and how it may line up, you definitely want the higher seed here, because as you get into bracket play, the longer you can avoid teams like Canada, France, and the USA in the bracket play, the better off that you're going to be. So if you can come out of here with a 1 seed, you're guaranteed to not have to play one of those top seeds in the quarterfinals. It'll be all the way to the semifinals before you'd have to play one. So this is a significant game for both groups.
Yeah, you got the other half of the Belloc sisters. Maria down there, she was one of our ACL Europe pros from last year. Strong, very strong player. You're going to see her. She's going to be pure up the middle and let it go. And she's playing against Jaka down there. Jaka Labar, one of our Slovenian friends. They're about to start it up. So expect a very good match here, Trey. These guys are pretty even across the board, and this is going to decide who's going to get the better seed coming out of there.
Yep, this is a significant one for seeding in general. And we'll get, like before, right after this first round, we'll pull up the all three of the scores.
Yaka getting the signal from his partner. Says, do you want the airmail? He said, yep. Yaka throws it. Bang, bang by Yaka. Maria going to try to match it. Does not. That bag on the front of the board is good. It was not touching. It was still hanging there, so. Slovenia, with the lead bag there. Put his first in. I think you're going to see Yaka and Maria are pretty evenly matched on that end, so I think you're going to see a lot of your scoring action come from down here. You see right there, he tried the drip, didn't get it. You need to pull both these bags in to try to mitigate that. Lets it fly. Great collect there. Takes it away. Couple points lost. Nothing huge there. Trey's over here trying to where he's working, getting our scores up.
Yeah, there's looks like only one of the games, or two of the games have started just yet, so we're still waiting on that third game to get rolling. But man, this is quick work there for Slovenia on one of the games. They're up 17-0.
Slovenia has a super strong team. A couple ACL Europe pros on that team. Goran leading the charge down there. Goran and oh, good bag there by Maria.
It's amazing that, you know, one thing I was noticing is that the pace of some of these games is so fast in comparison to some that I see in the States. I mean, these guys don't waste any time throwing the bag.
Nope, they're going to go right up the middle, pure as a driven snow, and they're going to make you try to match them. So that's what you're going to see here, Trey. They're not playing around. Their pace is quick. That's what a lot of players, as someone American coming over to play here, you try to slow them down a little bit. So that's all you can do. Oh, tried a little roll shot there, didn't hit. Both players with one bag left. Good little blocker there. Is he going to shoot over the top? Looks at Yaka. Yaka tells him, do what you feel. Oh, little bump off the side there. I think he was trying to push, and it was a little thin. So the Croatians are up 9-5 right now.
Yeah, and they've Slovenia has already gotten one win. The one game is already done, 21-0.
Dang.
Roman Elsner and Goran Milicevic.
That's a powerhouse team right there with Roman and Goran. Both of those guys are solid top 10 players here in Europe. So that is a powerhouse team to be dealt with. I'll be interested to see them throwing against some of the Team USA guys.
So with this one being 5-5.
1 point for Yaka there. So 6-9. Croatia leading Slovenia right now.
See if that other game has gotten rolling, because I'm not seeing it here. No, it hasn't started yet.
Backup bag there. Oh, good little dripper. Sliding over to that right side of the hole, occupying it. Good backup again. These guys, somebody's going to have to pull the trigger on the airmail.
Yeah, that's clean off the back there.
He went for the push, and that bag's a little light coming in. Good backup bag. Shoot it. Nope, he just doesn't run her.
Goes hard at it, and it doesn't go.
Setting 3-2 right now. Make that 4-2. So 2 points for the Croatians. That'll be 11-6 lead now. Yeah, at some point you're gonna have to shoot that airmail and let it fly. And you wonder, Trey, if it's something that if he was just playing in his home club would he normally do, but he's a little nervous playing it here. So
yeah, that's the big stage is important, as big as it gets.
Absolutely.
Bag in right now, showing +3 at the moment.
Good answer by Katerina. 1 point for Yaka. Now these guys, Slovenian guys, their training facility they have down there, Goran, who's a part of Team Slovenia, owns it's called Squash Land. It's like squash indoor courts that they practice at down there.
Oh, really?
They hosted us for the Slovenia Open, did a wonderful job in that whole compound down there. But he's got a great little area to hang out and take care and to practice in down there. And the Croatians, we were fortunate enough during the Croatia Open. It was Maria Belok's birthday, so we went and did their training.
Some more claps. It makes it 11-9.
Both teams have their countrymen over here in the stands watching. Jaka leaves his up and to the left. Katarina, a little halfway in. Good bag or placement by Katarina there. Jaka does all he can just to take her in. Oh, she leaves the lane open. Jaka can get all of them. He throws it, leaves it out to the right. He's not happy with that. Katarina just backs it up. So that's an 8-4 round. 4 more points for the Croatians there.
15-9.
That's right. We're getting down 15-9. So every bag is very important right now. Good first bag there.
They still have not started that other game, and I don't know if they're holding it on purpose or if someone had to
Yeah, I'm not sure.
make a stop elsewhere, but right now it's just showing, looks to be, right now it's 1-0 Slovenia, and we're looking
Great
for,
collect there by Dean.
see if this is going to be a 2-0 win or can it be a 1-1, go to game 3 type of situation.
Fourth bag up, and it leaves it a little short. Oh, it's a washout. It's a 10-10 wash. Good bag by both those guys there. Jaka needs to get back in the driver's seat. He needs to stop Katarina and try to get the momentum shifted back, Trey. Katarina's first bag. Oh, up and off. Opportunity here for Jaka to get some points.
She knew as soon as she let it go.
Good bag. Jaka there. He brings his a little bit more in.
So
opportunity here.
it looks like ultimately, so after the end of round 2, the only group that we were waiting on was Group B. And France is now 2-0 with Italy and Slovakia both 1-1, Serbia 0-2.
Oh, get some money back. That's a 10-3 round, 7-point swing there. So just like that, we've got
16-15 Slovenia.
First lead change here.
That is a huge round, and as we look forward to who takes this, could determine advancing to a semifinal or a final.
Nice little follow bag there. Good spot for him. He said, if you're going to go, you're taking me with you. He gets the opportunity to get a couple points here.
In for the
And
lead and count it.
Another lead change. Coming down to the wire, Trey, in this one. 17-16.
Yeah, 17-16, 4 points away. Now it's all about pressure. Who can handle the pressure of the moment? Each player with a bag opposite side of the hole.
Ooh, Jaka would love to have that one back. He's going to have to try. I think he's going to have to go slick side and try to drip that in. Oh, he does not. Katarina can, if she just throws a fat slide bag here, she can grab them, take them, and that'll be ball game.
Yeah, do you think about the airmail here?
Absolutely. Think about what she's going to do. If she can throw her bag heavy enough to come and grab them both on a slide, do that. But she has the ability to airmail. We'll see what she does. She knows she's setting the hammer right now, setting with the advantage. So just depends on how aggressive she wants to be. Is she going to finish it? Slick side lets it go, takes hers. Little just me. Jaka's got to put this in. Oh,
And he
no.
does
8-4.
not.
It's a 4-point round.
That means
That'll
we're
be-
tied 1-1.
Ball game there.
That will do it in this particular one. I wonder if that's why they wanted to hold that last game, so they got to
Possible.
play it here. So that's what they got to do. They're going to have to play game 3 right here on the live court. Again, this third game in between Croatia and Slovenia will determine the #1 seed coming out of this group, which is super important when we talk about that final bracket play. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we are going to have that third and final game. CU takes it. Croatia, Slovenia up next.
Welcome to the ACL Europe Series, where professional cornhole players from all over Europe compete to become the best cornhole player of Europe. ACL Europe is the European branch of the American Cornhole League.
His bag up, the night is up, and he gets the ball.
Next season, the ACL Europe Series will cover more than 25 events in 14 different European countries and thousands of players competing to become an official ACL pro.
Round is away, and he gets it.
Cornhole is the most inclusive sport in the world. Gender, age, size. In our sport, literally, anyone can play and anyone can win. Interested in becoming a sponsor of ACL Europe? Contact us now.
All right, welcome back, cornhole fans. We're here inside Mesa Park in Trier, Germany for our ACL Europe Open, making our way through the WCO World Cup, and we are looking live into the death group, the group of death. We have Slovenia versus Croatia for the #1 seed. Germany, the home country, was also in this group, and they do not advance. They started their bracket, their group play 0-2. Not going to be enough, even if they take down Switzerland in this last matchup that they have. So it is going to be these two teams, Slovenia and Croatia, that are going to advance into the final bracket play, at least into the quarterfinals. And then the question will be, who gets the higher seed? Again, I think it's super, super important, whoever wins this game, because you're going to get a 1 seed, which means you're going to have to play a 2 seed coming out of a bracket, which means as it stands right now, KT, this is who you're going to avoid if you win this game, guaranteed. You're definitely going to avoid USA.
That's the most important thing for all these guys right now, is to avoid that first game.
You're likely going to avoid France, okay, another top team. You're also going to avoid Canada, right? And then you are the 4th of those winners. So you're avoiding those 3 top talented teams and jumping in. So if you're looking at who you're going to be matched up against, it could be a Sweden. It could be a Netherlands, maybe an Italy or Slovakia. We know Slovakia's got some talent, right? It could be Belgium or the UK. So definitely still some talented teams, but you're going to get to avoid those heavy hitters out of the gate.
Yeah, and you're avoiding not just the talent, but the psychological factor of having to play those teams the first round. To get one, once you get in the elimination bracket, to get an easier game, and there's not an easy game, don't take that wrong, but to get a game, a more winnable game and get some momentum going in is huge for these guys, because nobody wants to face a juggernaut as soon as you get in an elimination bracket.
Especially because those semifinals are going to be kind of those are going to be held for later. There's going to be a crowd built around it. Like it's going to feel like a different atmosphere once you get to those semifinals.
Yes, sir. Now on our court right now, you have Slovenia and Croatia trying to finish it out, decide who gets the 1 seed out of this group. We've seen this the second time we've seen Maria and her partner Loris. So you know that she's part of the Belloc sisters, representing their home country.
Maria finishing 2nd last night in women's singles. Just only coming up short to Miranda Coy.
And down on our other side with our Slovenian counterparts, Ure down here throwing against Loris. Ure's part of that Squashland group. He's the director, actually, the ACL director for Slovenia. Besides being a great player, he's a great director, takes care of us when we go down there for events. Loris, if you remember last game, he put it on Goonie Wright's pretty
He did.
good,
He
so.
absolutely did. He was one of the top players in that. He was the top player in that game as far as statistical performance goes.
Ure trying to match, does. Letting it go. And, oh, leaving it out to the left there. Still a 10-point round, 10-10 wash.
Ure and Blatz.
Blatz, yeah.
Blatz?
Blatz.
Blatz?
Yeah, if we butcher that, we apologize.
Yeah. Too many Slavic letters.
Yeah, I don't. I've met him a few times, but I don't know him that well. The rest of the other ones I've spent a little more time with. So, but if he made that roster for Slovenia, he's a heck of a player. Doing a little block push there.
Slovenia on the left there, Croatia on the right.
Slovenia needs this. Oh, Maria, bad bag there, goes off the back, takes his in.
La Susec, maybe? Something like that.
Susec, for sure. Yeah, living over here for a while, I'm starting to, you learn some of the pronunciations.
Yeah, you learn the letters.
I heard it early on when I would butcher some names. I
Yeah.
get the correction really quick, so.
Decision here. I think probably a push makes the most sense.
Yeah. Yeah, he can push there and bully Maria's out of the way a little bit if he can hit a nice, clean, straight push. Steps out, lets it fly, slick side. Oh, leaves it, comes in a little light on that one. Maria asks him if you want me to go up top. Loris tells her the entire hole's open.
And they're going to take a timeout. You can't take them with you. You might as well use them.
Yeah. And Trey, something throughout the day, I had some people messaging me talking about the rule changes for next year. So sometime throughout the day, if you want to wax poetic on that, I know the step over rule is going to go into effect.
Yep, October 1.
Not going to be a big factor over here. You don't have a lot of big steppers. Good airmail, nice and clean there by Maria.
Good bag there.
So the step over rule is not going to affect a lot of players here. You don't have too many big steppers. Any other rule changes that might come into play, you think?
Yeah, I mean, I would say that the only other big one that's probably significant is the removal of headphones from live stream and broadcast play. So that's a couple of reasons for it, but I think that the biggest one is just to make those matches as entertaining as we can get.
Yeah.
So that's an important one. And there's some small tweaks to the rule book, some other things with player conduct and introducing a rule that you can be, if it's egregious, punished if you leave the box early on like the fourth bag. Sometimes you throw a bag and you forget your opponent has a bag and you keep walking down. So won't be too harsh on that on an initial penalty, but the idea is if someone keeps making a habit of it to get in the opponent's head type of thing, there's an opportunity to have a punishment on that.
Yeah, I think that's actually a very good rule. I like that one because we've seen that a few times. But yeah, it's not going to affect the European game that much. We don't have big steppers. Maria's got her earbuds in right now, but I can tell you, a lot of people that have their earbuds in, they just have it to silence the noise a little bit. But yeah, that will definitely factor into some people's game, especially some of the American pros that wear the headphones, the noise canceling headphones, the Jamie Grahams, people like that. So that's going to be interesting. Ooh, short bag there. Maria with a chance.
We have another team in. Team USA is in. They are into the bracket play. They're into the quarterfinals. 3-0. They won all 9 games they played. They did not lose a game in all of that
No big
stage.
surprise there. Good air.
Yeah, not a big surprise there. Ooh, nice shot there.
2 points for Team Croatia there. A couple off from the Slovenian players. again, this match is going to decide who takes the 1 seed out of that bracket, the group of death. We already know both these teams are coming out. So who's going to be 1 seed? Who's going to be the 2 seed? Good bag there. Loris has been throwing great. Ure matches him right up. Ure with a little follow. Third bag away. Ure leaves it out. Loris has a chance to get some points here. Lets it go and leaves it out to the left a little bit. Ure needs to put this in just to negate, and he does. It's a 10-10 round.
Good bags there.
Now, Trey, once we get done with these groups, when the quarterfinals start happening, that's when we're going to pick back up with the live stream on this. So there's gonna be some behind-the-scenes games going on.
Yeah, well, actually, I think we're going to go straight into the quarterfinals after this, and then we'll take a break until this evening before we do the semifinals.
Okay.
Yep. So we'll do that. Other updates, nothing in Group B at the moment. Nothing is final there, as well as Group C. So really the first team through is just Team USA. Nobody else has completed all other 3 of their games.
Maria with a big opportunity for a push here. Lets it fly. Good bag. Takes 2 of hers in. She wanted that 3rd one to go too.
Still in good position.
Oh, slides it. So that's an 8-4 round. So 4 more points for the Croatians. That's going to put them 11 to 2.
11-2. Again, we're split 1-1 here. Top one's going to get the 1 seed.
Ure needs to find a way to swing momentum and stop the bleeding here. But Loris has been throwing nails all day, so it's going to be really tough to do.
5 o'clock in Indiana. Brian B. tuning in. 5 a.m. watching us.
Having some eggs and Geta right now, probably. Good bag again by Loris. He's been on fire, Trey, this entire round. Boom sauce, premature there. Boom sauce for Loris. Ure trying to answer. Boom sauce, back to matching 4-baggers there. Ure's throwing some good bags there. Loris has been a machine the entire matches we've seen.
So what's a double boom sauce? We just call it a double boom sauce?
Yeah, we're just matching up. So we're all surprised when we talk. Right? None of this is thought through. It just kind of happened. And I actually thought we were going to change it, but some of the Europeans, when you start hearing them yelling it in their different language or their different accents, I was like, yeah, we're not changing that. So
I'm okay.
Our European director, Ton, coming over to check and make sure that we're hydrated and taken care of. Ure taking that time out to kind of trying to calm his partner down a little bit, telling him, look, here's what we need to do. Let's set some blocks. Let's set some parameters. Let's figure things out here. Ure knows this is do or die, that they need that 1 seed going in to make the path a little easier for them. What a great atmosphere here, though, Trey, for this World Cup with all the countrymen coming out and supporting. Little inter-country rivalries going on.
Oh, beautiful bag to just sneak around it and then sit on that side of the hole.
Maria tried to push hers, but she bounced off and went a little bit. He's got to be a little more aggressive here. Is he going airmail? He is. Great drag, airmail, bang, bang there.
How about that? That helps build some momentum here. And now a side rail by Belats has got the opportunity, and he already hit one. I keep throwing him.
He steps out. He's going to try to cut. He takes her lane away from her, so he's just trying to mitigate any damage there.
Did create a bumper, though, and that's what I was worried about. How about that push right there? You kind of took away your advantage when you laid up there. Even a bag off the back of the board probably would have been better than leaving a bumper there. You just give Belats a little bit of confidence on that push after she had just side railed.
So it's a point for them. So that's how you chop that tree down, is one swing at a time. So
yes.
that gets the momentum back in their favor. Ure I was wondering if he was going to put a blocker up there instead of going bag for bag, but he is just going to keep pouring it on. Loris leaves that one out. Still gatherable. That's still grabbable. That is not grabbable. Loris leaving it out to the left. Rare miss for him. Can Ure sneak this in for back-to-backs? Boom sauce again for Ure. And that's a 12-10 round. Ure's stepped up to the challenge here.
Ure had a nice run in the blind draw, I believe, yesterday as well.
He's a solid player over here. Somebody to definitely keep an eye on for any event. So he's going to be, that's a tough out regardless.
All right, so Group A is finished. So the #1 seed is USA, and Belgium is the #2 seed. So Belgium gets into the quarterfinals as well. United Kingdom finishes 3rd. They are eliminated, and rest of world is also eliminated.
Oh, great bag. Maria has just been putting the replacement bag up there this entire round.
All right, Group C. Oh, wow, a bar of soap. Get a little bar of soap action.
Pinned it, but is she going to try to airmail and drag it? Nope,
just try to sneak in, not able to do it. Group C is also complete.
8-3 round, so 5 points there.
Team Canada is the #1 seed. They go 3-0 in their group. They're into the quarterfinals. Then the #2 seed coming out of that group is Sweden. So Sweden also advances to the quarterfinals. Netherlands finishes 3rd. They are eliminated, and Lithuania finishes 4th. So they are also eliminated. So it's USA and Canada as the 2-1 seeds coming out, and then Sweden and Belgium currently right now as the 2-2 seeds coming out. So we're halfway there on qualification for
not
the
a lot of
bracket play.
Surprises there, a lot what you expected to see.
I would say the only big and I wouldn't even say it's a big surprise just because they call it the group of death for a reason, but I think maybe if there is a surprise so far, it's just Germany. Germany not making it out of group play.
That's a surprise. Yeah, this group you knew you were going to get some unexpected twists there, but any of these 3 teams that were left out would have been a surprise.
Yep.
Especially for the host country to be out. That's kind of a shocker.
Yes.
Here we got our Croatians with still pretty commanding lead right now. Team Slovenia trying to run back in. Little drip bag there. Maria's having to throw that cut back, and she does. Takes her a little bit of her alley away. She's going to go have a look at it.
I like it. I like an airmail.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Lane's obstructed. You have a lead. I like being aggressive. You've hit one before. I mean, if you want to try to cut around it, I just, based on your bag flight, I think it's a tough cut.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially with his bag there, she doesn't have any opportunity for that bag on the left-hand side. So if you want to keep the momentum and get the points, go after it. Risk it for the biscuit, as they say. Here she goes. Oh, she just lays it up, but he's got an now we got
That's
an
what I was worried about, right? Because if you don't throw it, if you don't throw it.
Oh, he tried the hard push.
Yeah,
he came in
let
a
off
fat.
the hook a little bit. But that we saw that earlier, right? On the opposite side.
Up,
yes, he set her up because when he went, he created a bumper off to the side. It's in those type of situations that I don't mind being aggressive because not only if you miss on your attempted shot, you create goalposts, and that's the opposite of what you want to try to do.
Yes, absolutely. Loris and Ure have been battling back here. A couple 4-bagger washes and a lot of 10-10 washes on these guys. So you got to get money where you can here. Both of them leaving a bag out to the right side. Ure's 3rd bag coming in, nice and true. Loris's last bag puts it in. Ure needs this for the wash. And he takes another 10-10 round. The 2 guys down there have been battling. We saw Loris he was the MVP of their first game with that high PPR, so He's been putting in work. Maria leaving that one up and to the right.
Yeah, PPR leader of this group, Roman Elsner, throwing a 9.5.
As you expect from him, he's a machine.
But Loris Moretic, 9.48 across the entire group play.
He's been throwing some nails. 16-5 advantage, so Team Slovenia has got to do something to get the momentum on their side and get shifted. Maria's not saying not on my watch. Got to put this in. 1 point advantage for Croatia, so it'll be 17-5.
Yeah, right on that four-point deficit to get to 21.
Yep.
That's the position you want to be, kind of striking distance right now.
Yep, getting in the red zone there. Loris with that lead bag right up the middle, as we've seen from him. Ure matching. This is a great opportunity, Trey, for some of these guys and gals that don't get a lot of stream time for the world to be able to see what they can really do. We've got some quiet people. Loris there, super quiet guy, not a big loud personality, but man, he can throw some bags. So great opportunity for him to get some exposure.
10 spot there by Moretic.
Oh, 2 points. They're creeping closer.
2 points away from a victory here. That would put them in fantastic position going into the quarterfinals.
Slovenians have got to make a move. It's now or never. Maria leaving a little opportunity here. And we're taking it.
Oh, this is a big opportunity now. He's showing
Nice.
a +6 round at the moment. Able to bounce back here, but in for 6.
And boom
yes.
sauce for the 6-point round there. Slovenia had to have that.
Had to have it, at least gets them into double digits, and now it's at least a game.
And you know, we saw with the last game that these guys played, it can be over in a blink of an eye. A couple bad rounds, and all of a sudden you're walking off shaking hands.
It doesn't provide too much significance, but it is worth noting Germany does beat Switzerland in this group as well. So Switzerland will finish 4th in this group, and Germany will finish 3rd.
Yeah. Small condolences there, small congratulations. Germany, I know it's not going to make them feel any better not being able to advance, but every little bit helps there.
All right, just across the way, France has beaten Serbia, so France is your #1 seed coming out of Group B. No surprise there with Italy and Slovakia, winner of that game advancing to the groups to the quarterfinals. And right now, all of those games, it could go either way. Well, Italy's got a big lead in one. Slovakia's got a big lead in another, and then they're even on one of them. So that one's going to come down to Group B is going to come down to one single game of who advances. Decision time here, how aggressive you want to be.
Yaka has his 2 bags up. He goes airmail. Great drag.
Big
Bang, bang.
drag. That's going to at least put some pressure on
Loris.
Moretic as he goes. He's going to go push everything up, pulls it closer. That's a really strong bag.
Maria tells him, you've got a chance to take 2 of yours in. They're going to have another look now.
The Croatian bench is nerve-wracking. They can't sit still. They don't like all the timeouts.
That's right. He wants the game to keep moving there. What's Ure going to do? Ooh, I think.
Hey, this is a push for the win. If you can get
to back it up, but he just left it out.
Hard bag.
Oh, it takes one of his in.
Honestly, it's a good recovery, though. It was set up at one point. He hit that big airmail drag. You're saying to yourself, this could be an ugly, ugly round.
Yep. 6-8 round there, so 2 more points. 13-19 now, so a little more life for Team Slovenia as they come off here. Ooh, leaving that one off the back. Maria, see if she smells blood in the water and goes after it.
I was going to say, I usually say four-bagger wins it, but Boom Sauce wins it here.
That's right.
Even just 3 in would win it.
He's came in light on that side a few times. Oh, side rails that off. A bag in puts tremendous pressure on him. He has got to hit this in and hope that she misses. He does his part.
On the board for the win. Oh, I wouldn't go slick side. I'd probably stay sticky, but she's going there. Oh, and it's just on the board, and that is going to do it. Croatia is going to take the 1 seed in the group of death, bracket D. They are in fantastic position to advance into the semifinals. Got to like their positioning here.
But both these teams, you're going to see again, Croatia, of course, being the 1 seed, Slovenia being that 2 seed. They're still going to be a tough out for somebody. So it's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out, Trey.
Yep, so 1 seed Croatia, 2 seed Slovenia, 3rd seed Germany, 4 seed is Switzerland. Only have 1 more bracket that is still going, Italy versus Slovakia. Let me take a quick look and see. That one is still really close, too close to call. We're going to take a break, and when we return, we will have all of the updated brackets before we roll into the quarterfinals live from Trier, Germany. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back, Cornhole fans. We're here inside the Messe Park, Trier, Germany, and we have all of our 8 teams that are advancing into the quarterfinals, so we're going to go through each of them right now. We'll start in Group A. So Group A, the #1 seed was Team USA. They played 9 games. They won all 9 of them. We look at player statistics here. My goodness. Hunter Thorne, 10.44 PPR and a 4.44 DPR. I think that's the highest DPR I've ever seen in my life. So Team USA going to keep rolling. Belgium is the 2 seed here. United Kingdom and rest of world eliminated from this WCO World Cup. Moving over into bracket B, France is the 1 seed there. They also play 9 games. They win all 9 of them. We look at player statistics here. Mathieu Riveau, 9.54 PPR and a 3.69 DPR. So Mathieu also a really strong performance for Team France. And as we look at the other team, Italy does finish off and take down Serbia, so they do go 2-1. So France and Italy are advancing into the quarterfinals, with Slovakia and Serbia coming up a little bit short. They are eliminated from this WCO World Cup. Over into Group C. Group C, Team Canada wins 7 of their 9 games to take the 1 seed. They are 3-0. Sweden gets the 2 seed and finishes 2-1. The Netherlands and Lithuania eliminated. Looking at our player statistics, Paul Vandendam leads with a 10.0 PPR and a 3.0 DPR. So a really strong performance by Team Canada. And Vandendam picks up where he left off last night after he wins senior singles. Yes, absolutely. And then finally, our group of death, if you will. Croatia is going to get the #1 seed. They win 6 of their 9 games. They go 3-0. Slovenia is the 2 seed. And then Germany and Switzerland finish 3 and 4, eliminated from the quarterfinal, eliminated from this World Cup. And as we look at our player statistics, Roman Elsner was the PPR leader in this group, a 9.5 PPR and a 1.5 DPR, good enough to be the leader there. So really good performances across the board, KT. I mean, you see these guys a lot more than I am. Any big surprises in there? I mean, it seemed pretty chalk to me for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, with that Group D, as we spoke about before, with that Group D, you didn't know who was going to come out of there. So I think the 2 strongest teams prevailed today. So Germany, of course, disappointed to be out, but both those teams were throwing fire, so anybody had it in there. I think the Netherlands, Sweden, that was another toss-up that either of those 2 teams could go. You knew France was coming out of there. You knew Canada's coming out. USA's coming out. After that, you were a little muddled on stuff. So I think a couple teams that had contention fell out, but it's stacking up about what you thought it would be.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really cool quarterfinals and into the semifinals. We're going to take another break. Thank you all of you for tuning in. When we come back, they're going to fire up the quarterfinal brackets. We're going to go through our quarterfinal matches, and then we'll be on our way. We'll have our semifinals later this evening, and we'll be back right after this. right, Cornell fans, let's get you fired up for our first quarterfinal match. Let's take a highlights of the great competition that we had this morning for our WCO Group Stage World Cup. All right, welcome back, Cornhole fans. We're taking a break as we're getting this this final bracket ready to go. So I'm going to walk you through it. WCO World Cup, 8 of the best countries in the world going head-to-head right now. I'm going to walk you through the bracket. We'll take another break, and I think we're going to be ready to deliver our first game of this quarterfinals, and we're going to play all 3 games of one of the matchups. We'll keep you guys updated as we go throughout all the other matches. So the number 1 seed across the entire tournament was USA. USA will take on Slovenia in the first game, so USA versus Slovenia. The winner of that will play the winner of the 4 versus 5 matchup. That is going to be France versus Belgium. So France was another one of those 1 seeds going up against a 2 seed in Belgium. So on one side of the bracket, the 2 big teams are going to be USA and France, okay? Then on the other side of the bracket, your number 1 seed is going to, or your number 3 seed, but top on that side is going to be Canada. Canada will go up against Italy, and then the winner of that will play the winner of Croatia versus Sweden. So on one side of the bracket, it's USA, Slovenia, France, and Belgium. On the other side of the bracket, it's Croatia, Sweden, Canada, and Italy. So we are going to play the quarterfinals right now, and then we will save the semifinals and the finals for later on this evening. I believe that goes live at 8 p.m. local time here in Trier. So that will be about 2 p.m. Eastern on the East Coast of the United States. So we're going to take one more quick break, and then when we return, we are going to bring you all 3 games back to back to back between Croatia and Sweden. That's going to be a big one, probably the best matchup of these quarterfinals to see who gets to those semifinals. We're going to take one more commercial break. When we return, Croatia versus Sweden, live from Trier.
Welcome to the ACL Europe Series, where professional cornhole players from all over Europe compete to become the best cornhole player of Europe. ACL Europe is the European branch of the American Cornhole League.
Bag of the night is up, and he gets the ball.
Next season, the ACL Europe Series will cover more than 25 events in 14 different European countries and thousands of players competing to become an official ACL pro.
Round is away, and he gets it.
Cornhole is the most inclusive sport in the world. Gender, age, size. In our sport, literally, anyone can play and anyone can win. Interested in becoming a sponsor of ACL Europe? Contact us now.
All right, Cornhole fans, welcome back. It's been an extended delay, but we're ready. We're ready to start bringing you some action here of the quarterfinals here in Trier for our WCO World Cup. So, like we said, we went through the bracket. We have our 8 teams. We're going to show you 2 of the 4 quarterfinal head-to-head matches. The first one that we're going to show you is going to be Canada versus Italy. We're going to have those teams go head-to-head. First one to win 2 games will advance to the semifinals that'll be played later on this evening. Then immediately following Canada versus Italy, we will have Croatia versus Sweden. So it's going to be some really, really good matches. Team Canada going to get their first opportunity to play on this main stage after they had that successful run last season, finishing 3rd at the WCO World Cup. They're looking to better that finish this year and going up against some Italians out of the gate. So KT, at least for this first one, Canada versus Italy, what can you tell the viewers at home about this Italian squad?
Well, we got poutine versus pizza here going on, Trey. Poutine and pasta, the war.
that's a battle. That's a battle.
Okay, so for our Italian team here with Stefano and Fabio, both these guys, you know, it's kind of new in Italy, so they've only came on this year and started playing. I had the opportunity to play with Stefano in a blind draw we matched up. A good bagger. Throws it right up the middle. Fabio, I've only seen him throw online or live streams from down there that they had. So it'll be very interesting to see how they react to this main stage. The Canadians, of course, are familiar with this, and they got their cheering section over there. So let's see how this battles out.
Yeah, I was going to say, if I need some Canadian analysis, I can just look over to my left shoulder. We got Jenna Lily Campbell over here. She's part of our content team, but she's been up into Canada for a few different events. Got to see him this year. She's even got an ACL Canada shirt on today, so we won't say that too loud. But Canada versus Italy, this first one, again, we're going to play each game 1 by 1, but first team to win 2, it's over.
Yeah.
Okay, so we won't play the 3rd game here on the live stream court if someone wins head-to-head. All right, we got Morin versus Kuza, and we have Storaro versus Malotti.
And these guys, hey, great opportunity for both these teams to get some face time, especially the Italians coming out here. This is the first year that they've really been a big part of the ACL Europe, and I know they're building their brand down there, getting more people. They had an event, and we're looking at an event next year down there. So great chance for them to get some face time and be seen, and great chance for them to get on this main stage and get that experience, Trey.
Yes, absolutely. And Dion Kuza here on the right-hand side for Canada. He is probably going to be one of the toughest competitors in the entire building. Yep. As we watch him throughout this entire WCO World Cup. He's fired up and ready to compete at a really high level. So statistically, he's one of the most impressive as well. I went through some of the statistical leaders. Most of them were on Team USA. I even saw a 4.0 DPR, which we very rarely see. So
That's
Team USA, we're holding off on any airtime for them. They're going to get plenty of airtime later tonight, we anticipate. So
yeah, everybody's seen their faces, so we need to give these other guys some chances.
I'll keep you guys updated on the other ones as well. France is underway against Belgium, so France, see if they can advance. They were the 1 seed. Sweden and Croatia will be up next, and then Team USA against Team USA is playing Slovenia. Oh, is that one already over? Yeah, that one appears to be already over. USA versus Slovenia, 3-0.
Yeah,
that's a sweep. So Team USA is into the semifinals later on this evening.
Oh, it looks like we're about to get going there. All right, so let's start this quarterfinal out. Again, Italy versus Team Canada right now. Team Canada was the 1 seed. Italy was a 2 seed out of their group.
Got octane bags on one end, lucky bags on the other. That bag on. Just the backside of the hole there for Kuza. Dion Kuza has already played over the past couple years, played in some ACL Pro events over in the States, has held his own in those events as well. So certainly on the international stage, someone that's going to be tough to beat. And again, the pacing difference you can tell between some of these European countries and some of those that are playing in North America.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. Dion, he takes his time, thinks about what he's going to do, thinking about if he's going to go, what the different shot options in his head are. And the Europeans, it's more, hey, we're going to put it up the middle of the board and make you deal with it. Well, it's Italy with an early opportunity to get some points.
Nice positioning there, takes away the lane, and goalpost created.
See if Stefano can take that.
He does replace. I don't mind laying up here and taking your 3 points.
No, absolutely not. Oh, it takes them both.
Well, he'll go with it. He'll still get his 3 points, though.
Money is money there. Nobody's immune to the main stage jitters, whether you've been on it 100 times or 1 time. So with these, with our Italians, they're not oblivious to the spotlight, but I don't think it's affecting them as much because they're excited to be here and excited to represent their country. Good third bag there. Fabio putting the work in. Dion trying to match him up. Lets it fly. Oh, off the left.
Doors open here for Kuza.
Takes it. Point for him. The 2 hardest bags in cornhole, Trey. Your first bag and your 4th bag.
Yeah, that's where you're going to really see pressure.
Yep, that's where the money's made. Mr. Morin leaves his out a little bit. Short bag there by Stefano. Ask him to clear it. Stefano trying to throw a cut. Doesn't. Nice little plug there. Oh, Morin went with a hard shot. Got a little jam going on. They're all probably can go. Morin's goes. Now we have an opportunity. The Canadian can take all of his bags here. Let's see. Lets it fly, a little short airmail, takes 1. So that'll be we still have a bag left for Stefano. If he puts this in, he can get some great grab and great collect there by Stefano. Boy, Team Italy's not laying down for these guys.
No, they are absolutely not.
They came to play. This would be to say it'd be a major upset would be an understatement.
Yes,
Trey.
it absolutely would. Especially in this game in particular. Anytime you put Dion Kuza on the court, you expect a win.
Yep. Good little bully there by Dion. Good bag there. Fabio trying to keep up with Dion. Doing a good job of it so far. He needs to put this in. Good bag. Puts the pressure on Dion. Dion needs to put it in for 2.
And tie it. No.
Oh, that's a wash.
Italy hanging around right now.
Yep. Here, Italy's got their fans over there too, letting them know. But just what a great opportunity for these guys, man, to play on the main stage like this and play against a powerhouse like Team Canada. So I know they're happy to be here, but they're not happy just to be here. They're here to compete, Trey. These guys are throwing some great bags right now. Everybody leaving them in. 4th bag coming there. Boom sauce for Team Italy. 2-point swing there. Team Italy staying in the driver's seat on Team Canada right now, Trey. These guys are not letting off the throttle. You can't let Dion get into a groove, so you get those points early, put the pressure on them.
(6-2) our score. I'll keep you guys updated. Having trouble with my score zone at the moment, so.
Fabio leaves it up to the left. Both players' first bag was in. Dion puts his in. Fabio gets in Dion's lane a little bit. Is Dion going to try a little reverse cut here? See his grip change. Yeah, he just pushes him up. Now Fabio's going to have to step out and decide if he's going to try to airmail or if he's going to try to cut around. Lets it fly, just backs it up. Dion's setting right now. He's setting 7-6, so he lets it fly. 8-6 rounds, 2 points back for the Canadians.
Gonna get a couple back there, make it 6-4. 6-4.
Just as important, puts Team Canada back in that lead bag position. Good backup by Stefano there. Oh, good little roll bag there by Morin. Stefano grabs them both and takes them in. Good blocker by Morin. He's shown he can throw that roll bag. Stefano does a piggyback, but doesn't quite take them both in.
Big push maybe coming here.
Great bag there. Stefano needs to put this in to only give 2 away. He does. Good 12-10 round. Boom sauce missed for Team Canada there.
Yeah, that's good. That helped build some momentum here. You just feel like they're the big favorites. The longer this game goes, they're actually probably going to favor Canada in a way.
Absolutely.
You know, over the long term that they're going to do well. You really need to get you want big points, kind of figuring out how you can steal a couple big rounds if you're Italy.
Yeah, you want the wow factor on it if you're Italy to get out there quick and beat them up.
Back and forth volley here.
Dion with an opportunity there, takes his and bullies Fabio out of the way a little bit. Fabio leaves another one out. Dion can get some big points here for Team Canada. 4th bag coming, and boom sauce for Dion.
Yeah, now they're starting to heat up.
That's
this
right.
is a big bag here just to limit it to 4. No, it's going to be 6.
6-point swing there.
Make it 12-6.
Now, Team Canada obviously is one of the powerhouses of this competition, so Italy's looking to squeak off a major upset. They're going to got to keep your foot on the throttle here. Can't let up. One bad round will cost you. You see right there a 6-point swing. So Stefano staying hot there. Ooh,
Oh, that bag. I think it's moving.
It wanted to come back. Good bag, good chance by Morin to grab on that quick, but that's a 10-6 round, so 4 points back for the Italians. So just like that, that changes it. It's a 10-12 game now. Italy, of course, one of our 16 teams, 16 countries being represented in this WCO World Cup.
Isn't that amazing?
It's incredible, and I think you're only going to see it get bigger. There's other countries wanting to come in, so.
There's more than 10 others that are represented this weekend that just didn't have enough players for a full team.
We had the rest of the world team with some other players. Our first Indian players, of course, for ACL Europe. Excited to have them here. Iranian congregation is here, so it's just incredible to see the growth of the game, man. From the first time I started playing seriously in 2009, just to see where it's came, man. It's incredible. You never would have thought either. Fabio put in. Dion with a chance to get 3 points here.
Dion goes hard at it.
Good gathered Good collect by Dion. Great bag by him.
That's a big, big bag there.
And like you said, Trey, as this game gets going further, the Canadians get in a rhythm. It's really hard to deal with that. And Dion showing you why he has been on the world stage more than once. Oh, bag off the back for Stefano, who had been thrown really great.
17-10.
Ooh, another bag off. This could do it, Trey. Gets a little push here. Oh, he slips it on the backside, but still, that bag's in great position. Sitting 7-1 right now. Team Italy's going to need a miracle. And Bousas is going to finish the game.
That is going to do it. Team Canada going to get win number 1. It was close for a while, and then they put pedal to the gas.
That's
and
right.
A big 21-10 victory. Dion Kuza and company get the win, and now we go to game 2. We are going to take a quick break, and when we return, game 2 of Canada versus Italy. Will Italy force a game 3, or will Canada sweep it and advance to the semifinals? We'll be back right after this. Welcome back, Cornhole fans, here inside Mesa Park, Trier, Germany. 2024 ACL Europe Open, making our way through the WCO World Cup. We already have 2 teams that are into the semifinals later on this evening. That is Team USA and Team France. And now right here on court number 1, we're playing our way through the other quarterfinals to determine who's going to join them. Canada, in that last match we just saw, get out to a 1-0 lead against Team Italy. Now they are 1 more win away from advancing into that semifinal. Trey Ryder alongside KT Thomas, and backs against the wall here, KT, for Team Italy.
Yeah, and you know, you just saw Team Italy's best team play against Team Canada there, so here we're going to have a pretty tough go. But they have to win this game to stay alive and have any chance of advancing to that semifinal.
Yep, it's put up or shut up time here for Team Italy, going against Connor Weiss and Daniel Faulkner. So this is going to be tough. Connor Weiss, one of the top players in all of Canada. So
Absolutely.
Gonna have their hands full are the team of Marco Sorrentino and Matteo Martinola.
Now with our Italians here, Matteo is he's been an up-and-coming player there in Italy. This is his, again, with Team Italy, this is their first year that they really came onto the scene here, and Matteo's he's starting to make a name for himself, not just in Italy but throughout Europe. So see if he can hold he's going to have a tough matchup up there. So let's see if he can hold his own.
Yeah, and that's a big 8 spot right out of the gate there for Connor Weiss, which is pretty indicative of what we expected to see from Weiss.
Yeah, he's going to be throwing nails, so you're just going to have to match him up. I think this is exactly like we said there, Trey, with the we talked about the first game that Italians have to use the element of surprise and come out firing immediately, because the longer the game goes, the more experienced team has the advantage, and that would definitely be Team Canada with more experience on this main stage.
And right now it's 12-0. I mean, this is two rounds in, and we got a big lead.
Mateo with an answer there. Connor staying true. Oh, off the back, that could hurt. And Connor's going to make it hurt. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh is right. That's another
Boom
4-bagger.
sauce
This
for
can't be
Connor.
off the board. Oof. And that is going to be another 8. That's 2 8 spots by Connor Weiss to make it.
And just like that, we're on 20-0, Trey.
That is quick work. 3 rounds in, 20-0.
Ooh, this could be the epitome of a cup of coffee and a smile here.
Oh, door is open for points here for Italy.
Oh, leaving that off.
Another one off.
Still can get something.
And that is going to do
Watch.
it.
That's a watch. Or no, is that ball game?
I think he got 2 in. Yeah, that's
Oh,
it.
he did. That's 6.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
That is going to do it. 3 points there, and that's all she wrote, folks. That is a 4-round domination by Team Canada.
Who will
and
advance.
with that, Team Canada advances. So USA will play France in the first semifinal, and now Canada advances to the second semifinal, where they will await the winner of Croatia and Sweden. And guess what, KT? We got Croatia versus Sweden coming up live next here from Trier, Germany. We'll be back right after this. Cornhole fans, welcome back. 2024 ACL Europe Open, WCO World Cup. We already have 3 teams into the semifinals. We are looking for that 4th one, and I think this next one up is going to be the most evenly matched of the quarterfinal matches. We got to see a lot of Croatia earlier this morning. We showed their group play matches, and we talked about how significant it was for them to beat Slovenia in that, and it turned out to be very much the case because Slovenia drew Team USA in the initial round. So them winning that last game allowed them to get this draw of Sweden here, which for them is a tough but winnable matchup for them to advance to the semifinals.
100%, Trey. Team Sweden is no pushover for sure, but boy, you'd rather face them than Team USA coming in.
You absolutely would. So this is going to be an interesting one. We're going to actually roll right into the action here as we show some of this. We're jumping over into our head-to-head matchups, and we'll go in here. This is going to be Kala Akasen versus Linda Molin, and then
and Linda Molin against our Croatian team of Dean and Katarina.
Yeah, Dean Magarovic and Katarina Balac are going to go team up here and play again. So it's going to be Kala versus Kata here on this right side.
And Kala is he was one of the ACL Europe pros last year along with Maria, so not to be slept on at all. He brings some good bags to the table. I've only seen Linda throw a couple times, so kind of an unknown quantity to me, and we've seen what Dean can do. These guys have already been on the live stream, so let's see what the matchup is. You expect and are not surprised by excellence from the end of the board with Katarina and Kale, but the other end of the board is going to be, I think, probably where the game's decided, Trey.
Yep, I couldn't agree more. It's going to be all decided here. A lot more of the wild cards on this end.
Now, we've seen, Katarina and Dean have already been on the main stage a couple times, so this isn't anything new for them. Let's see if the main stage jitters get to anyone. If they do, Team Sweden, it would be them probably. But the Swedish, they didn't play in a lot of the early season events that we had, so we didn't get to see them until the later season events, Trey. So a lot of people didn't play in the early season. They came on later for the tier 2s and the tier 3s. So we'll see how we get to going. And looks like we're about to get started right now.
Katarina's first bag is in for the game. Again, this is a 3-game series. We're going to play all 3 if necessary on this court. If it just goes 2 games, both will be played on this court as well. So this will be the first game up here for Croatia and Sweden.
Katarina leaves a couple out to the right. Kale, great little drop bag there. She throws slick and off the back. Kale can get some points early on here. He leaves one off the back.
He's off the back, and they both give a little bit of a sarcastic smile at each other there. They both know that they gave up an opportunity here to make some big points early.
All right, Linda with a lead bag. Throwing a throwdown series bags there.
Yeah, it's, what time is it there? 3 a.m.? Still 3 a.m.? It's still in the morning there over in California.
Yeah, West Coast a little bit behind. Great little hop bag there.
How about that?
Dean.
That's the first kind of hop or roll that I've seen.
She backs it up. See if he's going to try that again or if that was a one-offer.
He's going again.
He's trying a little cartwheel bag there.
And Molin's going to maybe go airmail here. She is going up, and she hits the drag.
Bang, bang.
Some shot makers here on this end. We said this was going to be the difference maker. Airmail coming short. Going to be 3 points for Sweden.
The Swedish. Team Sweden over here watching, as well as Team Croatia over here. The fan base is just waiting for something to explode over. Katarina, she's had a little problems here, Trey, leaving them out to the right. Let's see if she can correct that. Because Kali is not going to give her a chance. Kali leaves one off the back there, or in the back.
Replaces there. He likes that placement.
Katarina flips over, goes slick. Nice little fall back there. Kali turned over and goes slick as well. Ooh, his leads off, so here's a chance for Katarina to get some points. Oh, that's a wash. She's shocked. She thought that bag was going to fall back. Did you have opportunity to go to the throwdown this year?
I did, yes. I was there this year. It was, it's always a great time. I mean, honestly, it's one of those tournaments that I always say everybody needs to go to if you're
at least
feel
once.
like the atmosphere. And it's just a good time, a general good time of I mean, it's a party atmosphere. There's no other way to put it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I went for 9 years in a row. This last 2 years I've lived here in Europe. I haven't had a chance to go, but for anybody in Europe listening, the Throwdown is the tournament that's held in Ventura, California. Started off on a street there right behind Spencer McKenzie's, and now it's turned into the world's biggest cornhole tournament with 1,000 teams going on there on the Ventura County Fairgrounds. Incredible experience. Everybody should do it once if you want to be say you're a well-traveled cornhole player. That's what you got to do.
And get the fish burritos.
Oh, hell yeah.
Fish burritos.
Fish tacos, fish burritos, and their hot sauce. Good bag there, falling back in.
Wanted to collect there, but he'll take the bag in. These guys kind of slow playing each other, at least early in this one.
All right, Team Sweden in the driver's seat right now. Kalle is he's a solid player. He's gonna put it up the middle 9 times out of 10. So I think it's gonna be a little slippage. Whoever slips first on this one's who's gonna come out on top. Good collect there by Katarina.
Kata's gonna see if she can split these two, go in. She does, and now will Kalle go airmail is the question. He is going up, and he does get one to drag.
Boom sauce for Katarina. She gets 2 points there. They desperately needed that. Team Croatia needed something to get a little life going on for him there. Now Dean gets that lead bag down 2-4. Leaves his out a little bit to the left. See if Linda cuts around that. And she does. She brings Dean's a little closer though.
Oh, a little bit off to the left is Molin.
See if she can lead. See if she can, or if he can take advantage of that. Maybe bump hers off. She takes them both in. Here's a chance for Dean. Lets it fly. Oh, leaving it a little light.
I think you'll take that there because I mean, even if she wants to go airmail, I don't think you're any way, shape, or form.
She just goes off the back. So 3.
Yeah, gonna be 3 points.
So just like
lead
that,
change.
First lead change here. 5-4 now for Team Croatia. Katarina having that lead bag here. Ooh, that upright problem. She's had that a couple times. See what she can do to correct that. Kalle leaves his a little bit. She cuts around.
Kalle going for a hard push. He cuts across the face, and now Kata got an opportunity to go in left side. She does. Kalle stepping out again.
Thank you.
Trying to collect. Oh, and he
Good
does.
bag. Great collect there by Kalle. Ooh, here he got an opportunity here to get some points. And he takes it. 2 points for Team Sweden there.
Sweden with first bag here in this round, and another one just bled a little bit off to that right side there by Molin.
Dean leaves his off to the left, but we've seen with the way Linda that she throws that bag that she drags him a little bit with her. So another blocker up on the left side. See if she's going to try to go cut around it or push through. She goes slick side. Nice
beautiful bag just to sneak around that right side.
Dean staying on sticky. Great collect by him. Dean's bag is still draggable up there. Good little drip back. Nice washout, 10-10 wash there. These guys and gals are both throwing very well here. It's a little nip-tuck game, 6-5 with Sweden in the lead. Trey, what is your, I mean, you call the biggest games in the ACL and you call the biggest players in the ACL. What's your takeaway from what you're seeing from the European skill level right now?
Well, I've already seen a step up from last year, right? I think when I was here last year, a lot of it was just try to get the bag towards the middle of the board and in the hole. There's a lot more strategic play this year, and I think there's been a big jump. And I think the big jump, we'll see another big jump from this year to next year too. I think you'll see even more of these hybrid game styles that I continue to talk about that are successful over in the States, and the top players in the world demonstrate. It's really that fifth shot is what I say. So you have the traditional slide, block, airmail, push, right? Mm-hmm. You really need a fifth shot if you're going to be successful. And so many people say in order to be successful, you have to have a rollback. No, you don't. If you have some form of a cut, something that you can get around, you can manipulate the bag to get around bags really easily, then you can be successful. Look at our doubles world champion that's here this weekend. Adam Hissner doesn't have a rollback. Nope. Okay, but he's got probably the best cut in the world, or one of the best cut bags in the world, being 100%. Able to go right to left, and even left to right on a fade if he needs to in certain instances.
Speaking
and how
of
about
bags.
that rollback? That's what we're going to see more of from this year to next year, because look, now Linda Molina, now she has no idea what to do, right? Because you've just been able to hit that bag.
And that's
you didn't have to risk your didn't have to risk your airmail in order to do it. So you have to have some form of that fifth shot, and I think that's the big difference that we're going to see from now until next season.
100% agree. Great insight there, and that's what I see as an American being over here, is that they're just lacking that last little bit. So, and I think you'll see that come on board. I mean, you see right now the Europeans are experimenting with different boards. Good push there. She says she takes that roll bag out of the equation. Dean pushes hers in, doesn't mind that. She's got two left. She's pressure's on her right now. Great collect there. See if we can complete the cycle. Boom sauce for Dean. She lets it fly. Boom sauce for Linda, too. So double four-baggers there, Trey.
These two putting on a show on this end.
Well, we said at the beginning that's where we thought a lot of the point generation would come from, and they're both stepped up to the challenge of the main stage here. Kale leaving his off to the left. Katarina taking full advantage of that.
Cleans everything up, gets her a clean board with a bumper on the left-hand side.
Oop, there's that right side again that she's been struggling with a little bit. Good bag, good recovery though.
10-point round. Kala, yes,
matching
wash.
10 points.
A little bit of a stalemate here the past few rounds. Not a super high-scoring game.
No, you've seen a lot of 10-10 washouts, 8-8 washouts. So
Dean and Linda over here matching nines, 9.0.
Yeah.
Everybody on the court has a 0 DPR. So it's not as if one end is, you know, keeping the other up. I mean, they've been even scoring on both sides.
Oh, opportunity there for Dean. He'd like to have that one back. Well, he throws that little cut bag, so let's see if he can keep that going. Puts ours in, puts a good replacement up there though, so no big effect there. It's going to be who's going to blink first if someone's going to have a bad round. Put the pressure on the other one. She goes airmail, takes them both.
That was aggressive.
That was aggressive. Yeah, super aggressive there. She flips over to slick side. And puts it in for another 10-10 wash. Yeah, that airmail was super aggressive, like you said, man.
Pull the trigger, right? You got the confidence.
Yeah, they've been hitting them, so why not? Good first bag by Katarina. Kale, good matcher. Everybody, all four of these competitors throwing great bags. Katarina with that right side miss again. Kale's going to make, she sets one up there, and she backs it up. Opportunity here for an airmail drag to get 4 points, and points have been few and far between here. Lets it fly, takes one of them in for 2 points.
Yeah, going to be 2 points. We head into round number 14.
Yeah, this has been a nip-tuck game. Not a lot of points scored. Eight-6 score right now with the Swedish team leading. Linda takes them both in there.
Linda has been nails on this end.
She has. And Dean, he's left a couple left side bags, which isn't as big of a problem because Linda tends to drag those back in. But that right side bag is more of an issue for him because it's going to be harder to grab that. He just backs it up there. If he steps out, he can grab 2 of those. Now she has an opportunity here, and we've seen she will be aggressive. She goes slick side. She's going to try to pull both in.
Ooh, it was almost like it was a deep landing spot. I don't know if she was necessarily going airmail, but this is a big collect opportunity for Dean. Dean's going hard at it. Oh, and he skips over it. That's going to be 2 points. And Sweden keeps building their lead now, 10-6.
That's what you've seen here. I think the biggest score you've had is 2 or 3 points here. So no big rounds coming off, but just chipping away at it. Kale throws that blocker up there, sees what Katarina can do with it. These guys have been matching, so let's see. Good push by him, but his second bag is out to the right a little bit, so that's a buffer for the way Katarina's been throwing.
And she does use that.
His is still grabbable, though. Oh, that is not grabbable. Side leaves that off to the left outside there. Good bag by Katarina. Now Dean can still, Kale can still grab this one.
Yeah,
he goes slick side.
Looks like it's gonna fall. He is going slick, and that bag is,
I think it's
as good as in.
Yep. Still 1 point for Croatia there.
10-7 gets back on the
3
board.
points. Yep. 10-7 needed that. You got to take any advantage you can take in a game like this.
Down to round 16. We're on pace for a 30-plus round game. Let's just see if anybody can hold on and not give up the big spot. There have been no big spots in this game at all.
No, 3 points has been as much as has been scored on any round. So.
That is a big cut bag right there from Dean. Question is, can he do it another time?
Yes,
he
sir,
does.
He can. Oh, big opportunity here for Dean.
Third time.
Oh, leaves it a little bit off. He'd like to have that one back. It's
Still likes it. He's still got to like the round. Throws a 10 there with a bag in front. So Linda, big bag coming there. She goes in. That's going to be 3 points, and we're tied at 10.
Dean has that style with his grip and the bag he throws that he can throw a roll bag. He throws a cut shot. So he has that hybrid style we talked about earlier, Trey. So he might. We have a question. Score. I don't know. We're having a tablet issue here.
Oh, they just clicked out of the browser.
Todd will get it. Todd Kasicki will get that going back for him. There you see Todd behind the scenes, always right there to fix the problem for you.
I'll tell you what, though. I'm just going to say it. If there was a teenager operating that tablet, we wouldn't have had to have that stoppage.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Someone hit the home button on the tablet and went to the main screen.
Katarina should have fixed that.
Yeah.
She's young enough.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
Kali, he's all out of sorts right now. Leaves it out, and that is Katarina's buffer zone. If you put that reference bag up to the upper right, that's right.
That
in her
helps
wheelhouse.
her a lot. Her percentage of making bags in goes way up. Or when she misses like that, still she's in your lane now. You'd much rather miss left against
She
Katarina.
took any opportunity that he had to grab those two bags and took it away. Good cut bag there by her. Nice 10-point, sitting 10-3 right now. Make it 10-6. Good cut bag there by Kali to do it. But 4 points, that's our biggest score of this match.
Yes.
And that's a lead change finally. 14 points to 10 points for Team Croatia over Team Sweden.
EJ Von Dren says, we love you, KT.
EJ is he's my biggest fan. He always asks for autographs. It's getting kind of embarrassing. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Morning from California. My goodness, you guys are what, 3:39 a.m.?
Is it good morning or good night from California? That's the question. Great bag by Linda there with the replacement, putting the wedge in there. Dean asked, should I just go on through them? Uh-oh.
Talk about lead changes. We could be given one right back here.
That's right. We got runway 229er open. Let's see if Air Sweden can come on through. And it does. And she pushes his out. Any opportunity he had to grab that is probably gone. And leaves it short. We're setting 9-4 right now, so 5 points. Collis has put it on there, and let's make it a 5-point round. Oh, sorry. 10-4, the 6-point round there.
6-point round. Wow.
Just like that, another lead change over here. 16-14. So we're getting closer to that red zone, Trey. Getting closer where one hand can end it.
This feels like such an important game in the grand scheme of it because, you know, advancing here gives you a really good shot at the podium.
Good bag by Kali. And that's his open side there. What we talked about last time with Katarina, if you leave that left side open, this is his side open. So airmail, nice airmail there, bang for him. She wants to have a look because this is, like you said, this is a crucial moment here because this could go, you could give 2 points up, you could throw a bad bag, and the ball game could be over.
Yeah, I mean, I hate being against 16 and trying an airmail because you get in a 5-point range. You don't have a bag off. I might lay up here and see what Kala does on his last bag.
Yeah, or do you try a push and just try to get yours closer for that fourth bag something that you can do.
She is going
She went
up.
for it.
And now Kala's going to take a timeout as he's 7-2 5-point round at the moment.
And that would end it. If he goes for the airmail, he'll put it out of reach right now.
All right, yeah, if he hits the airmail, you get up to 10. That's about it.
Yeah, that's all done but the crying.
Now, do you want to go get it or do you want to lay up?
I don't know. Are you confident in your ability, or are you going to put the pressure on Katharina to throw the airmail? Lets it fly. It's an airmail attempt, and he hits it! Bang, bang for Kali. Katharina just tries an airmail. That was ball game either way.
Wow.
So
big win.
we had the jabs flying, and the heavyweight, the overhand rights came later on.
That was a big win for Team Sweden. So Sweden now up to a 1-0 lead. And now we go to game 2. We are going to take a break. When we come back, we got game 2 of this head-to-head matchup between Sweden and Croatia live from Germany.
Welcome to the ACL Europe Series, where professional cornhole players from all over Europe compete to become the best cornhole player of Europe. ACL Europe is the European branch of the American Cornhole League.
His bag up the night is up and he gets the ball.
Next season, the ACL Europe Series will cover more than 25 events in 14 different European countries and thousands of players competing to become an official ACL pro.
Round is away and he gets it.
Cornhole is the most inclusive sport in the world. Gender, age, size. In our sport, literally, anyone can play and anyone can win. Interested in becoming a sponsor of ACL Europe? Contact us now.
All right, welcome back, Cornhole fans. We were waiting on a player. Someone a little bit slow to get to the court, but they are here now, getting ready to roll into our second game of this last quarterfinal. So game 2, you got to win 2 out of 3. Sweden takes game 1. Kala Akasen and Linda Molin to take down Katarina Balatz and Dean Mogorovic. So now it's going to be advancing here to see who is going to, will it be a clinching game for Team Sweden, or will it be Croatia forcing a game number 3? Trey Ryder, KT Thomas bringing you all the action all weekend long here. Trier, Germany. And this is an interesting, I don't have a lot of info on a lot of these players. These are names and faces that I don't recognize as much, KT, so I'm leaning on you here on this one.
I can tell you with our Croatian team, Albert and Sanel, very, very familiar with those guys. Played with them, against them in many tournaments, so I'm familiar with them. The Sweden team, I can tell you, as I said last game, they didn't come to a lot of the ACL early events. So I don't have a lot of background on them. I mean, all we've got is PPRs. But if they made Team Sweden, I know what kind of organization that Kalle runs over there. So if they're on Team Sweden, there's some solid baggers. But I know our Croatian, this team, they have played as a doubles team together all year. So they are used to battling battling one another and pushing one another. So just early outlook here would be that the Croatians would have a little advantage, but hey, you never know.
Yeah.
Here, unknown quantities coming into play here.
Finishing up some practice rounds before we get started.
Yeah, Albert and Sanel have played together all year. Albert was part of the crew that ran the this year's ACL Open, the Croatian Open there in Poznan, and took great care of everybody. Had a great venue, great setup. One of the prizes for the winner's tray was an entire leg of pig leg, so cutting pancetta, fresh pancetta right there.
Love it.
So we were all enjoying the spoils of that, because you can't. Denny Mallon and Sean Farrell took that. They couldn't take it back on the plane with them, so we had to enjoy that right there. Man, that was so good. It looks like we're ready to get started here. Team Croatia desperately needs this. There's no no give room here. If they don't win this, they go to the house. Winner of this moves on to the semifinals of the WCOs. Team Sweden has a 1-0 advantage. So see if they'll hold it.
Tries to go up the center, creates 2 wide in front. Good position, but you got to capitalize on some points here.
Little rider bag there.
Yeah, a little bit of rodeo. It does go all the way in, though, and now we saw him shoot some airmails in warm-ups. I saw him hit 2 out of 3 airmails on down and back. I don't know why we're even thinking about this. I'd be shooting this.
It should not be a question. I see Albert there just being like, hey, let's put the pressure on you. First round, you don't want to make a mistake while you're getting in the groove. But right here, you're either going to give up 1 point or you're going to take a lot of points. I don't think that's a question. He lets it fly.
Oh, and he hits it clean. I did not see that coming.
There's rarely a bad made airmail, but that is about as close you can get to a bad made airmail there. So 6-4 around there. 2 points for Team Sweden. Now, this might be where Team Croatia has an advantage. No, Sanel leaves one short. Sanel's had a lot of experience, so see if he pulls that through, or if Neng is able to hold him off. And leaving his short. Sanel sitting at 6-6 right now.
Sanel, take a point.
That's right. Get the money, get your point, give your partner that lead bag, and see if you can get some momentum shifted back your way. This is one of those games that we saw last time. You know, it could be jab here, jab there, and then a couple heavyweight punches come, and it's all done.
Let out to the right there, and now you got this opportunity.
Good replacement.
Yeah, to replace there and continue to score, especially with 2 outside there.
Not a bad miss if you're going to miss. You're getting in his lane there a little bit. Good bag there by Albert. Sitting 10-3 right now. Oh, still a 10-3, 7-point swing there. That's the big punch we talked about, Trey.
That's what you want to avoid.
Good first bag by Sanel there. Wang's going to match him right up. Sanel putting that one, another blocker up. Oh, he kicked his out. Sanel can, if he goes slick side and does a push here, he can take them both. That's exactly what Albert tells him. It's right there for you.
Slick side.
Oh, we tried it. Not quite enough mustard on that one.
How aggressive do you want to be? It looks like they're just going to lay up and take the wash. Eight 1 still.
Albert got a 7-point round last time. Let's see if he can match that. Leaves his out to the left a little bit.
Another off the back. Oh, but still, Humbert not able to stay down the center. Creates a lane, and these guys
A little sloppy there.
getting frustrated. Big sigh of relief there after giving up some big points. Now be able to get back on the board, 8-3.
Good first bag there. Sanel answers.
Just bunches up a little bit closer, and now the lane taken away, but still, is there a little bit of a lane there to split? Goes hard at it, and yes, replaces.
Sanel's asking, do I go for the airmail? He doesn't.
No.
He just lays it up, playing it safe there.
Interesting.
At some point, Trey, they're gonna have to get aggressive and go after those points.
For now, with a lead, they're playing just saying, hey, we think we have the odds here. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see if this gets close late, if those are the same type of decisions that we're seeing.
Albert steps out, leaves his off to the right. Tried that cut bag, but threw it a little light. Gonna try it again. A little bit better effort there.
Be careful, not the side rail here. He's already missed one way right.
Oh, he knocks Albert's in off the back. That's that's one of the worst possible outcomes you could have had there. But his is halfway in now. Albert pushed him, so see if he can do a favor return. He does. Great collect there.
That's a big recovery, an impressive recovery.
Albert trying to put it in to take one, and he puts it off the back.
That's going to be 2 the other way. Going to make it 8-7.
It's those little things that can add up in a game real quick. All right, Snell looking to change the fortunes of the Croatian team. Good first bag by him. He puts his in. Snell staying true up the middle there.
Back and forth we go, but a chance for a 4 spot.
He's trying to slide her in. Oh, he takes it. That's a 10-8 round, so 2 points to get a little bit back there.
Again, Croatia fighting for their lives here. Got to win this and then go to game 3 and win that.
Croatia knows that they have I think their powerhouse team waiting in the wings, but you got to get to them first. We see an opportunity off the board there. Yeah, you want to give your best team, your Croatian team of Maria and Loris a chance to win it for you, but you got to have this first or you're going to the house.
Nice bag.
Nice little split there. Snell tells him just push hard. He pushes, but he doesn't go through it.
Gonna get at least a point though. And it's gonna be 3.
3 points.
Makes it 13-7. Team Croatia fighting back. Not ready to go home just yet.
Snell he's gonna put the pressure on. Good answer there by our Swedish guys. Oh, nice little drip back there. Snell steps out.
Just make sure you throw it deep. You don't want to come up short and create a lane. That's actually okay because you missed left. You just couldn't create the goalposts.
That's a 8-8 wash.
Good morning from Central Florida. Yeah, okay, the East Coast is starting to wake up now.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
7 o'clock East Coast. But are you joining us? Who knows? There might have been some of you joining us since 4 a.m. this morning. Who knows?
Snell setting 4-0 right now. I'm sorry, Albert setting 4-1 now with that.
Oh, and it just comes up short, and the bench from Croatia, I just see hands
groans, yeah. And he backs him up, so Albert's got to figure out what he wants to do here. Shoots
He's
an
going
air
up.
bail.
He
Gets
hits
it.
it.
Bang for Albert.
Showing +5 at the moment. And it's going to be 4.
So 4 points.
17-7. They're 4 points away from forcing game 3.
See if Snell can close it out here. Does a little skip over the back of the hole. Matching bags. Guys are throwing really well right now. Team Sweden throwing really well. Snell's got 10 points. Boom sauce for the Swedish guys.
Awkward knuckles to go with it.
Yep.
But that's going to be a couple. It's going to help them start to get some of that momentum back. 17-9.
So still uphill battle, but having that lead bag can help them out a little bit. Both these guys have been struggling on this end a little bit, so let's see if Albert can take advantage of that bag being up and off. He does not.
Don Noy saying, you've had me awake since 5 a.m. watching from Virginia. Good stuff.
Nice. All right, Albert needs to get this back on track. Does. Good bag. 8-4 advantage right now.
This would be aggressive to go for an airmail here.
Yeah,
I like a slide here.
I think Snell was telling him, just make sure you get it in. Don't worry about that other bag unless you have to. Oh, he knocks one off, so
7-5-2.
2.
17-11.
Team Sweden creeping back
And
in.
they are.
Little
You
by
can't
little.
let it get too close. You got to seal this deal.
Great bag by Snell there. Both these guys playing with some confidence, throwing some good bags right now. Doors open, leaves it up to the right. Snell going to take advantage of that. Full advantage, puts it in. Good recovery. Snell going for it, and just a little bit short there. Worst feeling in the world, that fourth bag getting a little light.
Birdie putt short.
Yeah.
Again, the winner of this will take on Canada in the semifinals. USA and France are locked in to play each other in the semifinals later this evening.
All right, there's a immediate opportunity for Albert there. He puts one up there. It's in his lane, in his wheelhouse. Steps out. Needs to go with an aggressive push here. Good push.
He takes position. That's not a bad bag at all.
Oh.
And,
that was nasty.
dirty bag, yeah.
For sure. That's how this game has been. It's been dirty back and forth. Oh, Albert cannot even touch that bag. 2-1 advantage right now. And he's taking a timeout. He doesn't even need to look. He just wants to think. And Kalle, who's the professor for that Swedish team, just giving him some advice there.
I mean, I don't like an airmail. Probably laying up.
I try to take the lane on the left side away from him a little bit and force him to do an airmail, because neither of these guys are on fire right now. So I would just try to take his lane away on the left side. Just throw a companion bag for yours that's already in front.
Oh, but you've created bumpers.
And let's see. I've seen Albert play many times. This is about as poorly as I've seen him throw. See if he can come back. He throws an airmail, clean airmail, hits it.
And the Croatian bench is
Like,
yelling
what
at
are you
him.
doing?
What are you doing?
4-3. That's a 1-point thing. A point's never bad, but at the same time, they're like, you had the whole slide going right up the middle. What were you doing with the airmail? That's all you can do is laugh. I mean, you get a point, and if you get a point and it's a bad thing, that tells you the game's going okay.
Yes. Trying to finish it off here.
Snell, good bags there. Puts it in. Snell completing the cycle with 10
Gotta be
points. It is 8-10, so 2 points. We're getting really close there.
Really close to forcing a game 3. Maria Belatz is waiting in the wings to try to get her shot.
Albert staying on the struggle bus a little bit there with that side rail off. And you can't, hey, you know, they've got the lead, but you gotta stay in his way. 'Cause something like that could happen, and it's 6-1 right now.
Uh-oh.
Albert's super frustrated with himself. Uh-oh.
This can't be off the board. Oh my gosh, this is in for a 9 to tie the game.
This could be huge.
Americans may think about an and 1 to win it, but he goes in. That's going to be a 7 spot. And just like that, we are 20 to 18. 20 to 18. Croatians 1 point away, but the Swedes have first bag.
And Albert is Sanell's biggest fan right now. He knows he's having a rough time. He needs Sanell to pull him out of it. But boy, Team Sweden's, they're not having that. Uh-oh.
Oh, and this could be a draggable bag for the win.
Nice little flap there. Sanell takes it.
If this bag goes in, that'll be it. They could win it. You got to go in here, and you can't take that bag. And it is in. How clutch is that? But we are 20 to 20.
No wiggle room anymore.
A single point for Sweden will send them to the semifinals. A single point for Croatia will send them to game 3. First bag is off to the left. A 4-bagger would win it. It's off the board.
All right. Albert has got to find something here.
He does. Cleans it all up, but still Sweden in a position to score. These 2 bags in would win it.
There's one. Albert has to match.
He does. That's better. That provides some level of obstruction, but you go all the way through, you win it. And he is off to the side. If you put it on the board, you lose. If you put it in the hole, you win.
Risk. This is a nut up or shut up time.
Bag is away, and it is not in, and that bag holds up, and Sweden wins it and eliminates Croatia.
Major upset, Trey. Did not, you wouldn't have, the betting line on this would not have favored Sweden, I can assure you, before this match. But
and the giant slayer, Maria Belatz, doesn't even get the opportunity to get onto the court. Wow.
Unfortunate for the Croatians. That was a good match, and just a couple bad rounds, man. Comes back to see it. Comes back to haunt you, so.
That is a shocker, but we now have our final 4. If we look at the WCO World Cup bracket, USA versus France, Canada versus Sweden tonight, 8 o'clock local time. That's 2 p.m. Eastern time in the United States. We're going to take a break for a few hours. When we come back later, it's the Sweet 16 event, always a good one, showcasing the best European players. So we got a break for a few hours. For KT Thomas, this has been Trey Ryder. We're so long for Germany. We'll be back in a little bit.